Welcome back to the channel, everybody. How are you doing? It's really good to have you back on the channel. It's another big beginning of the new season. To me, I say it's a new beginning because we already played the UEFA Super Cup yesterday between Aston Villa and uh PSG, and it was a very fantastic game. Very fantastic game. Manchester United played their what I could call their last preseason of the season yesterday. Arsenal also played Como, which is also their last preseason game of the season. And literally everybody else is, rounding up now for the new season. And for me, I think based on what we've seen, we can begin to, like deduce what the next season is going to look like. And that's why in this video, I want to talk about my own prediction of each of the teams, the top four, five, six teams in England, what we might be expecting from them, and what may most likely be uh, the result at the end of the season. So I want you to stick with me through this video. It's going to be a very interesting journey. So let's start with the big Arsenal. Arsenal are the current champion of the Premier League and the runner-up of the Champions League, the second best team in Europe. Yes, I know that we don't. The second best team in Europe is really not recognized, but I mean, I give them that. I give Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan, so I give Arsenal that leather of honor. I mean, at least for now. Arsenal have I, as a fan, as an Arsenal fan, I don't know where to place Arsenal at the moment, but I think Arsenal have pretty much done some very interesting business this summer. Uh, I'm hoping that they'll still be able to do some business more because there are still some holes to still fill in, given that some of the players will not be available. I mean, during the beginning of the season, players like Declan Rice is not expected to be in the squad until like the ending of September or the beginning of October. So that's there. Then we have Bukayo Saka who is back, but then might still want to rest. They might still want to give them some rest. We have Saliba out on injury, and then during the match yesterday we have Gabriel Magalhaes. I don't know if it is a knock or something, but he was holding his leg. So I still think predominantly in the midfield. I think they are safe in Arsenal is safe in the midfield. We have a very what I can call an army of men in the midfield. So I think that midfield can actually carry Arsenal all through the season because if someone is injured, there's always someone to actually feed on, someone to actually lean on, and someone to actually bank on when things are actually going tough. So the midfield for Arsenal is actually set. Attack wise, I think Gyökeres is actually struggling. So I don't know what Arteta wants to do for that attack. And we still have the left wing where we only have Christos Zolis and we have Martinelli. Honestly, for these two, I don't know what to expect of them. But I'm personally, I just feel comfortable with Zolis. I think Zolis is going to play, is going to come out good this new season. But that is really just a hope. So what will happen to Arsenal at the end of the season? First of all, I think Arsenal is going to retain the Premier League. I think they have the squad. If Arsenal does not sign anybody with no injury, I think they actually are going to retain the league. Now they've signed one more player, one or two more players. I'm hoping that they're going to add another player. I think Arsenal is going to, I think they're going to really be, it's going to be a little bit difficult to beat Arsenal this season. Maybe next season, when a lot of these players are now talking about leaving and all of that, then that's another, conversation to have. But this season, this new season, I think Arsenal is really going to hold it down, and they might actually go well, go on to actually get to the Champions League final yet again. So it's going to really be a very interesting one. But I think it's going to really be a very tough campaign. And this is why I said it. If you look at the Premier League, while it is actually true that all the other teams are in like a transition phase. Liverpool just signed a new manager. Chelsea just signed a new manager. Manchester City just signed a new manager. Manchester United just they're just coming into the Carrick era. So everybody's just getting into it, into the groove of the minute of the time. But Arsenal looks like the only one stable. But now this is where it's going to be difficult. Each of these teams have their own peculiarities because at the moment, Chelsea might not actually be going for anything serious. But then what they want to do is they need to first of all get their stability together, know what they want to do, what they want to achieve, which is like Alonso has been saying, beat us now. If they can beat us now, then they can come to the realization that okay, we are also a big team. But right now, the momentum is not there, the drive is not there. He needs to bring that back into the dressing room. They first of all need to find their identity. Get back to knowing that this is Chelsea and Chelsea is a top club. And for them to do that, their main assignment this season is to get back into Champions League, get back into European football. Yeah. And I don't think I don't think they will have any reason not to because they only play once a week and they have enough time to rest, enough time to plan. But then it's always not as easy as that. So I expect that Chelsea should, put up a very good fight, and because they have less work, uh, if Xabi Alonso knows what he's doing, he should probably be in the top three, top four, right? If all things being equal, and then maybe go on to win the Carabao Cup or maybe the FA Cup. That is if Arsenal allows them to do that. Now that's for Chelsea. Chelsea, like I said, they're in the face of rebuilding, knowing where they are, getting back their identity. Then next season they can now start, talking about fighting for trophies. But then for now, their goal is to actually get back into Europe. For Liverpool. I think Liverpool's case is going to be really fascinating because Liverpool technically have everything that they need. They literally have everything that they need. They just got a new manager who is very vastly experienced in the Premier League, as made made Bournemouth a force to reckon with when he was in Bournemouth, understands the league quite well. It's coming to a Liverpool that has a form of structure now, according to me now. Liverpool has a form of structure, it was the same structure that Klopp left for Arne Slot, that Arne Slot carried the same system, the same pattern, no single addition. He carried that pattern, he used that pattern to win the league. But to me, I think Slot he just turned out to be what he wants to be because I expect. I mean, I still wonder till now, how do you move a team of that wins the Premier League to a team that is almost struggling, always I don't want to say all struggling. Uh so that brings the question to the personality of Slot by himself. He's a fantastic coach. I won't say he's not a good coach. A good coach. Slot is a fantastic coach, but I don't think he's a coach that stands, for Premier League. He's not. He doesn't understand how Premier League works. Because if he does, Liverpool should actually they have actually no reason to struggle last season. So they have a new coach now who is very fierce in his approach to football. He likes to press, he likes to run, he likes to attack, he likes to hold the ball and all of that. So if 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 Iraola can stick to what he knows about the Premier League and just top it up, improve it, because of course, he has better players now, better structure, better system to work with now. If he knows what he's doing, if Iraola knows what he's doing, it should be one of those teams that will make the league very difficult for us not to win. Like I said, Arsenal is going to win, but it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for Arteta. So Iraola is one of the guys I'm really banking on to make that Premier League very fierce. Now, I'm going to go to Manchester United now. And the reason why I say Manchester United is I kind of like fear Manchester United a bit because I see Manchester United as a team that feels deprived. A team that feels like, it's not like Chelsea. Chelsea have technically forgotten who they are, right? Manchester United, the problem with Manchester United is they keep getting reminded of who they are daily. And when when people keep reminding you of who you are daily, and you every day, you literally are able to measure where you were yesterday and from where you are today, and you can literally see the difference. There is a, a kind of pain that gives you in your heart. There's a kind of mind that you have because of that. I think that is where Man U is. And fortunately for Manchester United, they've been able to find their groove. Carrick has brought them to a place where it feels like a place of stability. Now they understand their football. They know what they're actually playing. It's not someone just saying, "Yeah, we need to suffer, we need to suffer, we need to suffer," and then there is no result. And that is a very dangerous place to be, especially for the teams that are competing for the Premier League. I do not rule Manchester United out from winning. The only issue I'm going to have with Manchester United is consistency. Consistency. Can Manchester United go 10 games unbeaten? Win games? Can Manchester United win 10 games in a row in the Premier League? Back to back to back to back. Or avoid losses, even if it's a draw, like 10 games in a row. Can they do it? And that's like a big point of conversation for me. Can they do it? I know they are very strong, they are capable now, but that is the feeling that I have now. But we all know that Premier League is a very tough and a very difficult team, very difficult league. You might do well against Manchester City, against Chelsea, against Arsenal, against Liverpool. But trust me, when you get to Bournemouth, and when you have to play Leeds, and when you have to play Wolves, and when you have to play Everton, now that is where the real test of consistency begins. So, and I actually have the same fear for Raola because honestly, I think they are going to really play well, but are they going to be able to be consistent? What makes Arsenal another favorite this season is Arteta's consistency. Came second 4 years ago, came second 3 years ago, came second 2 years ago, came first last year. So, how would you now say someone who has been second, first will now drop back to being second? Logically, we can all agree that it might not really work like that because because Arteta looks like he understands what he's doing. So the consistency that Arteta has, will Carrick be able to match up with it? Will Iraola be able to match up with it? Maybe they will catch up at the end of the day, but maybe not this season. So it's really going to be a very, very fascinating one, and I'm really looking forward to it. Manchester City is another team, and to be honest, if I'm to be very honest with you, I'll tell you, Manchester City. I just feel like they're going to have like a struggle season. I don't have proofs. I mean, Enzo is a fantastic coach. We see what he did with Chelsea, beat PSG when PSG was on top of the world, won the Club World Cup. He's good at his job. And he, brought Leicester City back to the Premier League. He's fantastic. He's a very fantastic player. But I just feel like he's gonna struggle. And the reason I feel it is because uh there are some shoes that when you feel those shoes, they're not comfortable to feel at first. And Guardiola's shoe is that kind of shoe. You cannot want to like take a job from a coach who is arguably now one of the best coach that has ever walked the face of the earth, which is Guardiola. And you just expect to just walk into that shoe and start winning games like nothing ever happened. I think it's going to be pretty difficult for Manchester City. I don't know why I feel like they will struggle, but I think they will struggle. I think they will struggle. And but I mean, we just wait and see. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but it's gonna really be a very interesting season to to experience. And I'm very pumped. I'm very ready, and I'm set to go. I want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to win this Premier League? Who is going to go ahead to win? Who is going to compete with Arsenal? Who's going to challenge Arsenal for this Premier League title? I want to hear from you in the comment section. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Challenge me in the comment section. Challenge my thoughts and my expectation in the comment section, and I'll be there to respond. I'll be there to respond. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy this video, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, share your comments in the comment section, and let's get the season started. It's going to be a very long one, but it's going to be a very fascinating season. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.